Hello. I don't know if anyone's going to join in because I didn't advertise this, but I do want to be more consistent. And this just reminds me a thing that I need to go into my planner. I've been doing a lot of simultaneous things like trying to, of course, just get my art out there, learning various internet skills, trying to be a better manager, organizer, artist, overall secretary, and then also realizing that I am probably going to have to get a job, which I did get, like a 15-hour a week job, which I will start tomorrow, which is just internet stuff. When you first go somewhere, you watch probably a safety film, or you watch how to press buttons on a cash register or something like that. But it's always good to do something new because it makes your brain work differently, and it's socialization. You're being of service. It can be inspiring. It also pushes up against what you like and don't like, and you can figure out more like what is you and if it's a fit. I don't know. This is a great fit of a job. It's a fit, like a temporary thing, because um I really needed to for living in my bank account and stuff. And I think that taking on something short and soothing, it's only till January 2nd. So it's already December 6th. Tomorrow's December 7th. It's really just for a few weeks, not much. It's a possibility that could keep me longer, but my intent is, if I've got to work for anyone else, being if I don't manifest something super happening in my art, or a huge money buffer, then what I will be doing is, my intent is that I'll work 30 hours a week, possibly, like 35. I don't want to work over 40, and I'll make $19 an hour working remote, or there will be the windfall that just assists me so I can get everything going with the art and stuff. So I really got to just try to keep working more diligently on art and the creations of my journals and the cards, which I wanted to show you some progress. I still have to call back my place in Oregon that will do a few things for me, and they'll probably come out. I could get them. I hope they could get them by Friday, if she's gonna work on them Monday and maybe done by Tuesday. I'll approve it Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday might be too soon, but I'm just gonna keep moving forward. So I just wanted to share what. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. So my cards used to be. I'll just show you a picture. Cards used to be more like, see, like the card, and on the top there was an image. Well, my cards now, when you open them, they didn't have any saying inside or anything. I want to, but I didn't get that far. So I've worked on sayings and quotes. And, like, for example, I worked on, you are powered by the stars, and they're in two directions. One is for horizontal and one is for vertical, because sometimes when you open up a card, it's tall, and sometimes when you open up a card, it's like a rectangular shape opens up. And so I wanted the sentiment to be there with extra paper, so it's called an insert when it's folded in half and it's stuck on the line on the fold, either through a glue, excuse me, or a tape. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I worked on 5 sayings for our mind, and one is from Abraham Hicks, which is, "You are loved beyond measure." So maybe we've all said that at some point, but I want to give credit where credit was due. In the first point time I heard from it was from Abraham Hicks, so I have to give them credit. So I'm doing that, and then my journal. which I have a whole box of empty ones. So, what's going to happen with my journals? They could still be like that with an image on the top cover, and then we have the inside, and then the back, and on the inside. But I have little images that I'm gonna put in there, and one of them is my coyote heart image, my logo. And also I have some embellishments, like I have paper that the background doesn't have to stay totally pink. Maybe the back cover will. I don't know. It could be like a surprise. So an image I pick for this size could also be mounted on a gold paper or a burnt orange or brown or something. So I wanted to make it a little bit more. I also wanted to try a new technique, which I will probably add some glued stuff here and just kind of do a gluing project where the process will sort of add some oomph. It may look vintage or contemporary, and then put my picture on here for people, mount it on the same back here, so that'll all be decorated. Excuse me. And then the journals will come with they'll come with 2 stickers and a bio, and then and again, like, so I'll probably have a pop-up. I'll probably have, so there'd be 4 main pictures, 2 stickers, a pop-up or something here or there, just like kind of a wow surprise when you open it. If I can take this to the next level, I'm going to do one of 2 things. I'm going to get a device that actually puts a hole in here and have a charm, or if my elastic won't be compromised too much, I would put the charm here. Like, I want to do a small pink heart or green heart for the heart chakra. And I've been wanting to do that for a while, probably since 4 or 5 months. I've been just looking at everything. So that would be one more thing that I would add here. But I may, to not compromise the elastic and to keep the elastic, I may look into the device. It's like a puncture, and then you get a little bit of I guess an eye or an insert, so it keeps the integrity of this harder part intact while that thing is dangling, or you have a puff or something. So just wanted to be different, and each one slightly unique. But the way I make these is it's going to be different. Even if I had this and then a blue and then a purple, and they were all the same images, it's still going to be different because of the embellishment that I'll do inside. It's just going to be different because you're doing handmade stuff, so it doesn't really look the same. And I do try to mix them up the images, because I have a lot of images, so there's no reason why they have to be totally all the same. I don't like that. I like kind of just going with the flow, thinking when I look at the journal what it needs, and just being inspired to have the stuff. And so it's a cute little writing journal. It's a cute little writing diary. It's a cute little note-taking book. It's a cute little if you're traveling type of book, and it can start a conversation. And all my art images, they're infused by Source with love, because they're healing. They have all the heart chakras. So I wanted to kind of update you with that. So my job, I'm going to work at a Dollar Tree store, like cashiering and like being a store associate. And I'm going right now to a place where the manager is really nice and everyone is kind of chill. There's like no divas, because I can't be around that. I don't have no patience for that. And I also want to be nice. But sometimes when I feel like I'm really nice, then I'm kind of angry. I just want to tell someone they're stupid. And then sometimes I tell someone they're stupid, and then I feel angry that I told you they're stupid. But I think it's just like all the energy, like what I talk about, coming to the surface, and me just having to immerse myself more in the focus of where I'm going forward. And so I want to invite you to that, to keep moving forward. I mean, you stay present, you have your feelings come up, and then you acknowledge those feelings. And you can turn them into jokes, which is what I usually do anyway, because I need to to do that, to be light. And then sometimes I'm so surprised when I get angry. Like I like, why am I angry? Like I'm not angry like at you, you don't see that, but like I'll go, I'll be just getting dressed, I'll be doing something, and I'll be like all of a sudden, blah, 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 area. Oh, you and it's like, why do I? Who knows? Except it's the energy and the earth changing and stuff. I also want to. So, Raka Goldsmith, she she has a channel. She's wonderful. She is a nice lady. She's living in New Zealand now. She was living in Greece, and she's a British. And she does art and she does astrology, and she's really talented and sweet and just kind of a real person. And so, she's a real person. So you could go to her channel. So it's Braca. I want to say Braca Goldsmith. I never memorized her last name, but she has short blonde gray hair. She's tiny. And she was talking about, and this is really cool, so I want to lead you all into this. It's talking about a wish box, a treasure box, a roadmap box. It's the same thing. It's it for creativity. And so I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed just the past couple of weeks, and even like time is speeding up. Like I think I'll have all day to do something, and I'm slow. And maybe I'm just working on self in some ways a little more, and just being gentle and not forcing as much as I want to get all this like art pumped out. So, but time is moving fast. Like I'll just look at the clock and then I'll think, oh gosh, it's probably 12 or 1. And it's not. It's like 11. It's like before 12. And then all of a sudden I'll think, well, I wonder if it's getting to 3, but it's really still 2. And all of a sudden it'll be 3, 3:30. And oh, good, I've got all this time. And then before I know it, it's now like my time 7:02. I was like, what did I do? So time is speeding up really fast. However, this is how we can make time our friend. We can make time our friend by starting to feel that which we want to bring in. I've mentioned this type of thing before, but it's like being in this sort of cool, general, easy spot about what you don't seem to be yet are. Because what part of you feels like that future self that's here now? And how can you bring him here right now? Is it kind of feeling tall? Do you feel tall lately? Lately, with the energies, I feel tall. Sometimes my head feels open, like I'm maybe getting something, but I feel more tall, taller than 5'2", taller than 5'3". I feel expansive. And just saying things like, and I could use myself as an example. I work in a place of ease and grace and fun, and I'm so appreciative. I get to work remote for $19 an hour, and I feel so good that I can do this on my time. And it looks like Monday through Friday, and it looks like 8 to 4:30, and it's really super easy. Or it looks like 9 to 5. It's really super easy, and I have time to go to the chiropractor. I have time to get things done. I definitely have 2 days off in a row, and people appreciate me, and I'm getting things done, and people train me so easily, and it feels nice. It kind of reminds me when I had these one or two other jobs where I worked for myself and or I worked in an art gallery. And even if stuff came up where I could have felt, uncomfortable about myself or things, relationship, overall, what the desire, what the feeling, what I'm creating is, I was appreciated. I felt of value. I had lots of authority. I educated people. I had fun. I met people of all kinds. They really trusted me. We engaged. We shared story. We took each other's phone numbers. We were temporary or we were ongoing friends. It was really cool, really nice, really easy, really smooth, and that feels really good. And I'm just going to trust that I put that out there. So now I'm just going to feel it. That's the kind of stories we need to tell each other. In my art, I'm a goddess of murals. Whatever I draw, whatever it is I have, whatever resonates with others, they find me. And I'm now drawing 5 by 7 feet murals in their hallway or their bedroom or their kitchen or kids' room or space of work, of wherever they want to see my bright and happy and uplifting fantasy figures that instill their dreams to just pop out, grow, and come true. That's what I want. I would want that for you. So these are the things that write them, feel them as they make you happy. And this kind of feeling toward the tails that feel like, kind of see yourself. I'm drawing this mural. I got my projector. I'm doing this thing. See yourself wherever that is. Maybe it as at your new job. Maybe it as with a new horse at a new house, a new horse. Maybe it's that you've won the lottery. Maybe it's this feeling that you feel rich. Feel rich. You're in Florida, you feel rich. You're by the ocean, and your home is across the street from, or it's that one on the beach, and it's really super nice, and you love your driveway going in. I keep seeing this vision of a home that I passed on A1A Boca Raton, Florida, and I mean, it's not maybe the picture, but I keep on seeing like this driveway and the gate and the stairway up to their front door. And then it seemed like they were other condos, but then they were separated and had their own driveways. And it was like super nice. And I think it was like 2 or 3 levels. And their home was right like the ocean. So they got those views and that sun. And then across the street, there were these other townhouse condos that were just super as nice because they had the grass and trees. And you just walk across the street and go swimming. Hello, how nice is that? Or my aunt lives in a neighborhood where there was a super nice house, and I could see they didn't have a pool, and I don't care because they had the grass, and you can have a garden, and you could and you could have things you could plant, and it was super nice. And they still had a fireplace. Some of these places still have a fireplace, and a nice welcoming front door, and the windows were really nice and big, and you were gonna get sun. I know, really nice. I mean, I'm a Coyote Heart girl. I love the Southwest, and I love the idea of Florida, and I love the idea of the Southwest. I love where I am in New England, just right at my father's house, because we have a really nice backyard, and we have a decent house. It's older, it needs some work, but it's a safe neighborhood, and it's close to everything. It's quiet and lovely and sweet in its own way. You have all these visions about stuff, and just see yourself with the new car. See yourself painting. And these are things I have to do. So I'm sharing my vulnerability, my vision, and that I have stuff for sale too. I mean, you can contact me and let me know. The journals are gonna be $19.95 each or $34.95 for two. So they're a sweet gift anytime of year. It's just because they're so different. You can feel someone made them. And then my cards, which just has they're just images of just showing what could be on the cards, and 3 blank and 3 inspirational quotes. And the inspirational quotes are mixed. So they're not going to be the same. I made 5 currently right now, but as I go, there's going to be like 3 different in each package. So it might overlap a little, but I'm going to try to rotate. So it depends what package you'll get because it'll be different. It's like the cards will be different. They're not going to be the same. They're all going to be just very individual. I'll use whatever images I have, and it's going to be those like hand done and embellishments on those as well. So I still have my tiles. My tiles are for sale for $80, and I am working on those because I still haven't found the right packaging. I'm going to need those ASAP. Um, I still wanted them to be like in a cloth thing that felt really nice. Then they'd have to be wrapped, bubble wrapped a certain way, and then I want them to be like in a nice box that you open up. I didn't want like a stupid. It has to look rich and welcoming to the soul. Not that it costs me a gazillion dollars or that it's gazillion dollars more for you, but rich in when you give a gift and give a gift to yourself, you want it rich and welcoming. Yeah. So, and I'm donating one of my images to some kind of. When you again, sorry, some kind of a an art fundraiser, which reminds me I want to do a fundraiser too. Oh, so much creative stuff going and needing to just put that out to the divine. It's important right now that I have some money coming in, which I don't, and a little bit of unemployment I was getting was frozen. I'm one of those people that got frozen, which you have to wonder why they get frozen. And they say, oh, there's unemployment fraud, but there's no such thing as voter fraud. Think about things, buddies. For a long time, people will say, oh, people scammed you with your credit card. Oh, people scammed you with your, calling older people to ask about Social Security and trying to like make them buy stuff. So if we've had some people who have had ulterior motives for these things and for unemployment, maybe there's a consideration there's voted for. Maybe there's a consideration that there's more that you don't know because it's not on mainstream media. Yeah, don't listen. They lie. They got gold. So I just wanted to share really my art and to question things. If something is kind of bothering your heart or your mind about stuff, vaccines and questioning the virus and questioning verbal authority, maybe it's because you have more authority than you know. Maybe it's because we are the people. We are the world. We are great. My little coyote heart just loves you. I wasn't good about telling you I was coming on, but I'll get better at it. So, got a buddy sleeping in the back. That's Ellen. I don't know where Jackie is. She's probably out at the television with my father. I don't know how she can take all that energy, but she's out there. Where he's watching something, I don't know, mainstream media or soccer game or QVC. I don't know, whatever old people watch. Good wishes, blessings, stay bright, and I'll keep you posted. Different hat tonight. Just it gets cold in my room. I like being toasty and warm, so that's how I can handle the sun. Not that when you live in the Southwest or Florida, you're totally in the sun every second, but I like being comfy and cozy. I think I'm gonna have a snack now, so blessings, stay bright. Bye bye.